Hello, so this is the for the lab 4.1 exercise 3. So first here I want to introduce the clarity NLP, how I using the different feature, and just the introduction of this website, I would say. So the first thing, somehow the website is pretty slow, so I have opened each page in advance to make sure I can go through this quickly. So if you go to this page first, you will see this is the dashboard. So the dashboard is it will list three things. You will see the first is the document I have uploaded. So from here I have just add one CDC document and to the website. So you will see this is one, and of course I can add additional document here. And then the below part, it's the query I have run. So you will see this is the temperature terms I created, and also uh, this one I had run. So this is the NLPL query. So I can click this one to go to the query, and also the right side is the result of the query. So you will see this is the page of the, so each time I run the query and what's the status. And yes, so of course you can click this see all result to see all the records of the page of the running status. So if I go to this query, I click this query, let me see. So if it's not working, so actually I can go to, okay, so it's come to the query builder. So from here, I have already created one query. So actually this is the document set. So here you the place you build the query to define what's the document you want to use, what's the terminology you want to set, and also then what's the detail function I want to set. So this is something. Also, you can, when you define the measure feature name, you can also choose it's the final feature or it's not. And then the result, we can combine it, how many, what's the feature, how many record. Yeah, from here you can include the final result. And then after that I can click this run to run the query. And of course, so when you define the feature here, or the document here, actually it will go to this right side immediately. But of course you can also click this edit button to manually type in the information, or change some definition of the document set or the report type, or the, yeah, add a different feature from here also. So that's no problem. And so this is the web page of how to create the new query builder. Let me click the result. Okay, so the query result is not, is a little bit slow, so we can go to this one. So this one is the document side. Document side is so you can see that I can upload a different type of the database, so CSV and the database and the API. So this for the CSV, you will see that this is the mandatory field I need to use. So from here, for example, I can just upload one of example my CSV file, and here I need to like mapping the field to the CSV file I have. So I need to map a different field here. And of course, if you want to have some additional field in the CSV file, actually you can just add the different field name, and also the like, yeah, different information of the field. That's doable. And after that I click the start ingestion. So then it will create a job here, and after it's complete, then if we go to the dashboard, let me see dashboard currently here. Okay, then it will be a little bit slow, and but it will show the uh, if you remember that we have the one document here, say that's one CDC document. So after I upload another one, that should be two. And so the next one talk about relate to the document type. So currently we know it's only supported the CSV type, but we also want to implement the how it's working, like for the database and the API format. So here I have created the let me see. Here I have created the yeah data implementation and the API implementation for this specific database and the API function. So for the database implementation, I think it will be similar to the CSV file, but you need to define, for example, you need to define what the for example, I think which the host you want to connect, host the server want to connect, port, need also port information, user ID, and password. Pass as a connection string, I will say connection string, and then after that you can connect to the database. And after connect database, you need to connect to a table for sure. So the table should be the table format should be the format look like like the page we see before. So it need to have this type of field like document source, patient ID, report date, report ID, report type, report text. So this is the mandatory field we need. So we need to definitely we need to have this type of field. But of course, we can also have some additional field which is like custom field. So this type of field we can also include, and we can also when we define define the data source, we can select something like add a custom field, and then I can select the additional field from here. So that this is for the I understand for the database implementation. And for the API implementation, I think it will be similar thing. Instead of I have a connection string for the database, so here I will have one API call. So when I got the API call, so I will have the response. So so based on this response, we also need to make sure that this one has the mandatory field as the database. So for example, I need to have the document source, patient ID, report date, report ID, report type, report text, and of course therefore the additional field in the database. So here I can have like some called the real data, and in the data actually I can have some sub-dictionary of all the detailed date, or I can add some custom key value mapping relationship in this dictionary also. So yeah, this is how I understand how to implement this API implementation. Hopefully that can answer the question. Thank you, that's all.